All right, listen, to build sexual chemistry with a girl, you need to touch her. You do. If you don't, she will only see you as a friend and nothing more because you're like scared to touch her. Touch is the most essential ingredient for building chemistry and trust. But unfortunately, most guys struggle to get physical with a girl because they're too afraid of looking creepy. And I completely get that. If you get this wrong, you can easily get rejected, slapped, and labeled as a creep or even a pervert. That's why in this video, I will give you the complete playbook on touching a woman you find attractive, including the 21 best ways to touch a woman to turn her on and to make her feel comfortable. So pay attention and keep watching. My name is Marni, and from here on out, I'm gonna be your very own personal wing girl. Every week, I will give you the no BS insider info about what women really want, plus the most effective ways to win over any woman you like. So hit that subscribe button now so you never miss a video. First of all, let's start with when is the best time to start touching a woman. And the answer is very simple. Your best bet is to make physical contact right off the bat, within the first minute or two, if possible. Whether that's a introductory handshake, a hand on the shoulder, an excited high five, touching is really important. This shows a woman that you're confident and expressive as a man. The longer you wait to make contact, the more awkward you'll both feel about it not happening. When I was single, I had been on dates with guys who wouldn't make any physical contact with me for the first 10 to 15 minutes of the interaction. And when they finally did, it felt weird. And when you're on a date, not only should you touch early, but as you both continue to get to know each other, your touches should progressively become more personal and more intimate. Your lead up to the kiss should feel natural and not like a sudden move that catches her off guard. Okay, next. How exactly should you touch a woman? The way that you touch a woman reflects your intentions and personality and feelings towards her. The best direction that I can give you is this. Your touches should be light, but firm at the same time. I know it's confusing, but you want to find a balance in between the two extremes. The drunk guy who's forceful and aggressive and the shy guy who's with like hover hands. Your contact should feel natural and flow during conversation. Lingering touches are a big no-no because they draw unnecessary attention. If it helps you to internalize this, you want to keep your touches between 1 to possibly 3 seconds, and you want to be firm, but not forceful or aggressive. So like manly, but not hard. Speaking of firm, that reminds me that I have a very more important message for your penis. Penis, if you want to stay firm and always perform at your very best level, then you need to know about today's video sponsor, Joy Mode. Joy Mode makes natural, science-backed sexual wellness products for men. Joy Mode was created because the products on the market, like prescriptions and over-the-counter gas station pills, are awful and can hurt you in the long run. I would much rather you take a supplement designed to spice things up naturally rather than a prescription drug that can have harmful effects down the road. So whether you're unhappy or happy or anything with your performance in the bedroom, why not perform even better? Joy Mode's Sexual Performance Booster is like a pre-workout, but for sex. You take it anywhere from 45 minutes to 5 hours before you have sex, and you can expect to get one of your best erections. So if you want to spice things up in the bedroom and boost your sexual performance and do it naturally without prescription drugs, then give Joy Mode a try. Go to usejoymode.com/Marni or enter Marni at checkout for 20% off your first order. That is usejoymode.com/Marni for 20% off your first order. Thank you, Joy Mode, for sponsoring today's video. All right, now let's get into this. Let's discuss what touch physical escalation should look like. I'm gonna give you 21 examples of touching a woman, and I want you to take notes so you can refer to it later. So I'm gonna divide these 21 examples into 3 different levels, starting with level 1, which is low-level platonic touching. So this includes when you're introducing yourself, shaking hands and holding hers for an extra second with good eye contact, giving her a high five in excitement, gentle touching her elbow to emphasize your points. If she's going outside with you, grabbing her coat, help her put it on, touching her shoulder when she is opening up and sharing something with you, saying goodbye by giving her a hug. As you can see, these are super simple, PG level forms of touching, but you'd be surprised how many guys do not even do this part. But anyways, let's move on to level 2 because this is like the better stuff. Now, these are a little bit more intimate, and it includes things like standing or sitting close to her and letting your arms touch. When leading her to the bar or to grab a seat, holding her hand or guiding her with your hand on the small of her back. Standing to her side, leaning close to her and whispering in her ear. Resting your thigh against hers when sitting next to her. If she laughs at something you said, replying with something like, you're so cute or you're adorable, placing your hand on her and playfully pushing her away. These moves, as you can probably tell, are a little more than friendly. This is where the romantic tension starts to build. Okay, so let's go to level 3. This is a higher level, which is super intimate stuff. Not super intimate, but like more intimate. And this includes things like playing footsie under the table if you're sitting across from her, placing your hands on her thighs when sitting next to her, brushing a lock of hair off of her face and around her ear, while standing close, leaning into her and smelling from the base of her neck to her ear. Here you should say something like, God, you smell amazing. When talking, lightly playing with her hands or even her fingers, running your fingers through her hair while looking into her eyes, grabbing her around the waist and pulling her hip against yours. You can also pull her directly towards you and have your waist touching her necklace if she's wearing one, while brushing your fingers on her neck, while sitting close, running your fingers towards her inner thigh under the table, and finally pausing during conversation, looking deeply in her eyes and going for a kiss. Now, this level 3 stuff might feel difficult. There might be hesitation and doubt in your mind, but remember, the biggest difference between a friend and a romantic partner is physical intimacy. So if you ever want more than a friendship, you're going to have to bite the bullet and touch her. And you can practice all of this in the mirror so that you know what it looks like and how it feels, so that you're safe and comfortable. Now that said, there's one more thing to understand, and that's when you should stop touching a woman, because it's absolutely crucial that you respect her boundaries. If you don't, you will permanently kill your chances with her, and there's no going back from that. So if she ever looks uncomfortable, pulls away, or voices her disapproval, you stop immediately. Draw your hands back and casually resume your conversation. Don't take it personally, because most of the time, it's just because she isn't ready yet. Continue with playful banter, normal conversation, connecting conversation, making a connection. You can try again later as she warms up to you. And with that, you now have the full playbook on touching a woman. So if you'd also like my complete playbook on flirting with a woman and getting her turned on with your words, you should click the link in the description below and check out my program called the F Formula. The F Formula tells you exactly what to say to make a woman putty in your hands. It gives you countless word-for-word examples for flirty things to say to any woman. So you can simply copy and paste conversations to create sexual chemistry with women. If you've always struggled to flirt with women and tend to play it safe in conversations, then the F Formula is for you. And it will turn you into a natural flirt who can give a woman butterflies and get her excited and turned on with only his words. So click the link in the description below and check it out. Thousands of my students have used the lines and techniques inside the F Formula to date and be with gorgeous women. And there's no reason why it can't do the same for you. So click the link in the description to check it out now. Lastly, thank you for watching this video to the very end. I hope you found it useful. And as always, I'll see you next week.